Our group chose mounted door closer mechanism for our POKA yoke system. So how it works? When the door is open, the spring will be compressed while turning the gear on. When we let the door go, the compressed spring will retract by itself and push the piston back while turning the gear so that the door will close automatically. POKA yoke is a Japanese term that means mistake proofing or inadvertent error prevention. A POKA yoke is a mechanism in a process that helps an equipment operator avoid mistakes and defects by preventing, correcting, or drawing attention to human errors as they occur. Pokayoke was coined in Japan during the 1960s by Shigeru Shingo, who is an industrial engineer at Toyota. For example, before the plastic need to be closed using our own finger pressure, then the zip lock is invented. Next is the ketchup bottle. Due to overflow of the ketchup, they invented a nozzle so that the ketchup can be taken in needed amount. Other example is wire have covers in different color so that we can differentiate the terminals. Next, the plugs invented in different shapes so that only particular plug can be plugged in. What could be the reason this mounted door closer invented? Before that, there are several door types of door closer with different door functions. The first type is regular arm closer. Next is the top jam closer. And the last one is parallel arm closer. Each one of these door closer have their own function. Mainly they are invented for fire safety. Door closers are most commonly installed on bathroom doors, fire doors and exit doors in commercial buildings. During a fire, any door that penetrates a firewall must be fire rated. Fire doors need to be closed in case of fire to help prevent the spread of fire and smoke. Any fire doors which are normally had open must automatically close and lock when a fire present in the building. Next it is for maintaining room temperature. Doors closers also play a role in maintaining desired interior temperature, reducing air movement in and out of the conditioned space. Other than that, it is for security. Door closers also play a role in security at building entrance doors, closing doors once somebody has passed through and relatching the door lock. Next, it is also for noise control. In buildings that are require noise control, those closers play an important part in the suppression of unwanted noise both in and out rooms and the buildings themselves. Next, it is also for privacy. Door closers are often used to ensure privacy in toilets and washrooms. And lastly, it is for hygiene. Door closers can be play a part in keeping buildings and rooms free from dirt, debris, and pests.
Mounted door stoppers are commonly used to close the door after we open it. It's an automated way where we do not have to close the door after we exited the room or entered it. This makes it easier for us and it gives us a form of safety knowing that the door is closed and not wide open for anyone to come in. However, there are some cases where we don't want the door to be closed, such as when we are bringing things from outside the room. It may cause annoyance or even injuries as the door closes while bringing in the item. Plus, needing someone to hold the door to bring in something like a chair or a table is quite wasteful of time. especially when there are many of them. Knowing this and experiencing this, wouldn't you feel like if only this door could remain open? Well, this is why we are suggesting to put an adjustable locking system that allows it to not only hold the door open but also lock the door from the inside with better security. As we know, people nowadays knows various ways to open a locked door using many types of tools and equipment, or even random items that we have on hand, like paper clips or even a nail clipper. By adding this type of locking system, we are able to prevent unnecessary injuries while also giving a better sense of security, whereby you know no one will be intruding into the room without your permission. We do indeed acknowledge the presence of locks on the doors and their evolution with better security than the older models. But there are always those who will try and learn more ways to open them due to there being jobs like locksmiths and people with ulterior motives. It's not exactly inherently bad because in the event that we are locked outside, we do need someone that can open up the door. However, if we are inside and we do not wish to be disturbed while doing certain activities, this locking mechanism could be very useful in those kind of situations. So to add something like this that can only be accessed from the inside is very assuring, and the locking mechanism will prevent people from coming in without us opening the locks. To summarize this whole video, we have discussed about how the door closer works and also its functions. We have also discussed that door closers are not just used for closing doors, but also for many other things, like noise control for example. Studio to uses the door closers to ensure that there are no unwanted noise from inside and outside of the room. In terms of privacy, they are used to keep unwanted people out from the toilets or washrooms. From a hygiene perspective, it helps keeps out dirt and pests out. Lastly, we also talk on how we can improve this product with adding an adjustable lock and how it can improve the sense of security for those inside the room.